asked him why they didn't demand, because they're an officer of the court, that Tom Sneddon be indicted for falsifying evidence in the Michael Jackson trial. And I was a witness. I was right there in the courtroom, watched him get caught, false fingerprints evidence, the phone evidence that they tried to create to say there was a conspiracy and all these phone charges, half a day on that. Then Sneddon wanted to withdraw it from the evidence pool in the court. No. The defender, Tom Mesereau, said, that stays on. Judge said, you're right, it's already been entered, it stays. And the jury looked at all this false evidence and said, there's no way we can convict this guy. We got a pile of crap from Tom Sneddon. Now, Tom Sneddon's probably endorsed you, hasn't he?
No. I know Tom. I know kind of briefly. I never was really that close to him because I was obviously
Did you
he was an elected official, and I was, you know.
You wash your hands after shaking his hand? I mean, this guy literally falsified evidence, and it's on the record. And there's millions of Jackson fans hate Santa Barbara County.
Yeah. See, I'm not aware of any of this, though, William.
Oh, I know. This is way beyond your field.
But I've always had good thoughts of Tom. I always thought he was a very honorable, good DA.
I did too.
So I'm not aware of any of this.
Tom Sneddon put some bad people in jail that needed to be in jail.
I think he was a successful DA.
Well, I know successful DAs that were crooks too, but this thing, what he did to Michael Jackson was so beyond the pale of forgiveness. I have to say, and I know this won't make me popular with Gordy Auchincloss and Ron Zonin and that old bunch of DAs, and certainly not Dudley or Josh Lynn, but I believe Tom Sneddon should be serving time in prison, and that's where he should be getting his. He'll have lots of money in his prison account getting his pension, but he should be in prison. You cannot falsify evidence and then just say, oh, we lost the case. No, no. He had that boy put his fingerprints on the magazine at the grand jury. And the reason we know that because the alert Tom Mesereau, the defense attorney, got the grand jury transcript. And one of the grand jurors said, shouldn't that boy be wearing gloves? Then after the grand jury, they sent it out for fingerprints analysis. So where did the boy get his fingerprint on the magazine when the boy testified he hadn't even been at Neverland for months when that magazine was published? Yet he claimed that was the magazine Michael Jackson gave him in bed. And Tom Sneddon directed all that testimony. He falsified. Now, if he was a new DA, if he was green behind the ears, and he just got elected DA, and he made a stupid mistake, like giving the evidence to a boy and then sending it out, fingerprint evidence with no gloves on, I would say, okay, he made a mistake. He's a greenhorn. He didn't know what he was doing. We can let it go. But 25 years? 25 years? That's like saying if we find 5 years from now that somebody in your office had been pilfering money one way or another, and we say, well, we're just going to forgive him because he worked so many years in the office, we're going to just let it go.
Never. We would never forgive him.
Well, neither should we forgive Tom Sneddon. The man should be doing time in jail. And I look at the trial.
But he should have the benefit of a trial.
Of course he gets a trial. Of course he gets a trial. And we bring on the record, we bring the record from the Michael Jackson trial and say, here it is, jury, the man is guilty of sin. And we lay it out. We lay out the grand jury's transcript, and there it is. And put that Tom Sneddon in prison. He needs to do some hard time. Just because you put bad guys, it's like saying if a cop stopped 10 bad guys from robbing Mr. Hagen's house, and every year these bad guys come to rob you, and the cops show up and they stop them. But 1 year...
I'd be very happy.
Of course you would be happy. But if the same cop came back one day and said, well, you know, I think I should rob Mr. Hagen, and he shoots Mr. Hagen and takes your money.
Now I wouldn't be happy.
Right, exactly. It's my point. That's exactly my point. Now do we say, well, the cop stopped all these bad guys for 10 years, so we'll just give them a free pass this one time.
No, that's not the way it works.
That's right. That's not the way it works.
That's not the way the American system works.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Hagen. I wanted to get your agreement. Tom Sneddon should be in prison because the evidence is there.
That's not what I agreed to, William.
Did I get you? Did I suck you in there, Mr. Hagen? All right. I know you didn't agree to that. I know you didn't. I'm just pulling a little fast.
I know you are.